the most that you can do to minimize how many AI infrastructures you need out there, the better off you're going to be. Because as we're seeing, is that it's hard to find GPUs these days.
Hard to get the big ones. They're expensive, right? And I mean, I'm just reading story after story of people who's like, I can't even get the GPUs that I want. I can't get them. And of course, we've all heard about data centers in our backyard because
Mhm.
new data centers and new electric costs because we can't power them up even if we got them.
Right. And one of the things that we see happen with our customer base in particular is because they have a hard time acquiring GPUs, or because those GPUs have gotten just so terribly expensive, what they're doing is they're moving to the cloud. But now the cloud sounds like it's an infinite resource, but it's really not. There are actual physical GPUs in the background there. And when the cloud runs out, that's the problem we see with our customers is they are using a machine one day, they power it down, they try to power it on the next day, and oh, that instance size isn't available right now. So they have to have a backup plan for when the GPUs even just kind of run out in the cloud as well.
But if you start doing that and you get your hands on those things, you got to run them at 100% to get your money back.
You don't ever want to have a GPU instance running idle if a user's not using it. But you don't want to be paying for it if it's not in use because they're very expensive.
So again, sort of if I'm thinking about this optimally, just from a high level architecture perspective, if I have these kind of dense resources, these expensive resources, I want to maximize the sharing of them, which leads you to this idea of, again, thinking about AI infrastructure as a two-layered kind of architecture, right?
Right. And very much a shared resource because what you can do are these little tricks where if a user is using that GPU resource for 4 hours and then they're done and they log out, well, now you want to make sure that it's available for another user to use before you power it down. Because again, if you power it down, you might not get it back. So if you can find a tool, strangely enough, that allows you to manage that access and optimize it and ensure that that there's always somebody to use the resource before it's powered down, then that can help you a lot with your costs in the cloud.